Hello everyone, welcome to another Anatomy and Physiology live stream. How's everyone doing today? Welcome. Happy Friday. Thank God it is Friday. We are doing some anatomy and physiology. We're also doing a little bit of biology and chemistry here for the HESI and TEAS today. There were a lot of requests about some biology questions, some chemistry questions. Then obviously continuing on with anatomy and physiology. But here we are today on this Friday. I hope you guys are all doing super well, and I'd appreciate it if you guys gave the live stream a like. The more that you guys do like the live stream, the more that it'll get it out to people. I can help as many people as possible on their HESI and TEAS. But welcome to Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream, where we make anatomy and physiology and the other topics that you guys do request here finally make sense for you all. We're going to be covering some anatomy and physiology, some biology, and some chemistry today. How's everyone doing? It's good to see you all. We'll get started here in just a moment. Once we have a couple more people in here join. Thank you guys so much for being here today. It's great to be here. Happy Friday. And as we have a good amount of people in here now, so we'll go ahead and get started. I'll reintroduce myself in case you are new here, but welcome. My name is Ollie. Welcome to Ollie's Anatomy Physiology Practice Review live stream. We go live multiple times a week covering anatomy and physiology topics and some other topics. Like today, we're going over some bio and chem. I'll be live again tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Saturday. It'll say it on my profile as well. My name is Ollie, if you're just joining us. I have my master's degree in molecular medicine. I didn't receive my questions from the last live. I think I got your email. Let me double check. I'll send those. I'll double check. I think I got your email, though, heavy on the Chevy. I'll look at it after this live stream, but you should have the questions. I have, go ahead and you guys can start answering the questions now. I did get your email, so if you want, resend me an email just to make sure that it's your right email. I believe I put it in there. I'll check it after this live stream, but it'll get sent from the other day as well. Or from yesterday. Or was it the other day? But number one, which organ system is responsible for transporting nutrients, gases, and waste throughout the body? A, B, C, or D for this one? What do you all think? What do you all think for this one? A, B, C, or D if you are just joining us today? Oh, that is strange. Heavy on the Chevy, your email was on there. I'll go ahead and resend it. Maybe something just happened. But I did try to send it. But I will resend it after this live stream. But number one, which organ system is responsible for transporting nutrients, gases, and waste throughout the body? The answer for this one is the cardiovascular system, which is C. Let me get my highlighter. It is C, the cardiovascular system, which is the heart, the blood vessels. They transport oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and waste products throughout the body via the bloodstream. Remember that a respiratory system is mainly for our gas exchange. Mainly here we're talking about oxygen and carbon dioxide. Digestive system is going to break down nutrients and absorb them, but not necessarily transport them. And the nervous system is going to control bodily functions through the nerve signals. Number two, the functional unit of the kidney is called the what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D for this one. And like I mentioned about the questions, if you were interested in the questions, what you want to do here is I'll put this up here. Give me one second. I got to adjust my screen a little bit. You just join the TikTok community here. Once you join, send me a message, and then I will send you the questions, the blank question with the answer key at the end. After every single live stream, I go live at least 4 times a week. But number two, the functional unit of the kidney is the nephron. The rest of the answer choices are all part of the nephron. They are all part of the nephron. The loop of Henle, the Bowman's capsule, and the glomerulus are all part of the nephron. Number three, the diaphragm is primarily responsible for which of the following? A, B, C, or D? What do you all think for this one? Welcome. Thank you guys so much for 300 likes on the live stream already today. How's everyone doing? I hope you guys are having a great Friday. How's everyone doing? We're on number 3 now. Perfect. The answer is A. It is breathing. It is breathing. The diaphragm is going to contract and relax to change the thoracic volume, which allows for inhalation and exhalation by changing the volume. Number 4, which bone is part of our axial skeleton? Remember, we have our axial skeleton, and then we also have our appendicular skeleton. A, B, C, or D for this one. A, B, C, or D. Kids said, hey, Ollie. Hey, kids, how are you doing? Passed my TEAS. Ollie, congratulations. If we get a congratulations in the chat for the flower emoji username. But thank you so much for being here. Congratulations. I'm so proud. I hope you're proud as well. Thank you so much for letting us know. That's awesome. Seriously, congratulations. Number 4, the answer is B. It is the sternum. Remember that the axial skeleton consists of your skull, your vertebrae, and your ribs, as well as the sternum, and then the femur, scapula, clavicle. Those are all part of your appendicular skeleton. Remember, these are going to be your limbs, which are your upper and lower, so upper and lower, and then your pelvis as well. Number 5, what is the role of the myelin sheath? A, B, C, or D for this one. What is the role of the myelin sheath for this one? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D for this one. Already got admitted to the nursing program. That is awesome. Congratulations. That is so exciting. That is so exciting. Number 5, the answer is B. It speeds up the electrical impulses. The myelin sheath will insulate the axon, and then it increases the speed of the nerve signal transmission as well. The signal between neurons, that's mostly the axon and the synapse, producing cerebrospinal fluid. That is done by the choroid plexus in the brain, and then storing neurotransmitters. That's done in synaptic vesicles at the nerve terminals. Number 6, which chamber of the heart pumps blood into the pulmonary circulation? A, B, C, or D for this one? A, B, C, or D? What do you all think for this one? A, B, C, or D? Which chamber of the heart pumps blood into the pulmonary circulation? Keyword here is pulmonary circulation. Thank you, no problem, of course. Thank you for being here as well. I always enjoy seeing your username pop up in the chat. It's always fantastic to see you. Number 6, the answer is D. It is the right ventricle. The right ventricle. The right ventricle pumps deoxygenated blood into the pulmonary arteries towards the lungs. So the right ventricle goes towards the lungs. The left ventricle is out into systemic circulation. So again, right ventricle, pulmonary circulation, left ventricle, systemic circulation. Number 7, which gland regulates metabolism? A, B, C, or D? We're studying for the HESI and TEAS today. This is HESI and TEAS, level anatomy and physiology. A little bit of biochemistry. I'm sorry, not biochemistry, biology and chemistry as well. We're almost at 1,000 likes on the live stream today. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Number 7, which gland regulates metabolism? The answer is A. It is the thyroid gland. It is the thyroid gland. The thyroid gland is going to produce hormones such as T3 and T4. Those are going to regulate metabolism. Whenever you hear metabolism and the endocrine system, you can pretty much always think of the thyroid. Number 8. What part of the brain controls balance and coordination? A, B, C, or D? Balance and coordination. Thank you guys so much for the follows as well. Thank you for the finger hearts, Jan. I appreciate you. I would love. Thank you. That's awesome. She passed. That's awesome. Congratulations. If we could get another congratulations in the chat, that is fantastic. That always makes me so happy yesterday for the NFL, and these helped. Awesome. I'm so glad that these helped for your NLN. That is awesome. Thank you for the rose. Thank you guys so much. Number 8, what part of the brain controls balance and coordination? The answer is B. It is the cerebellum. The cerebellum, in a way, is for fine-tuning our motor control, balance, and coordination. The medulla oblongata, these are going to be our autonomic functions. The cerebrum is for our higher brain thinking. And the hypothalamus, you can see it regulating homeostasis. Basically through hunger, hormonal control, and whatnot. Number 9, which part of the digestive tract is primarily responsible for nutrient absorption? A, B, C, or D? I know a lot of students get mixed up between the small intestine and the large intestine. This is super helpful for the biomedicine acupuncture board exam. Thanks. Thank you, Taylor Aura. Thank you. I'm glad that it's been helpful. Thank you so much for letting me know. Thank you, Genevieve, for the rose. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I'm so glad that I was able to help. 1.5 thousand likes on the live. That is absolutely fantastic. Number 9, the answer is the small intestine. The small intestine absorbs the nutrients after digesting it. The large intestine is going to absorb water out of the rest of the indigestible matter. That is essentially what forms your solid poop. Number 10, the alveoli are found in the what? A, B, C, or D? Last question here on this page. The alveoli are found in the what? Just to let you guys know, I also have my anatomy and physiology notes in the HESI and TEAS A&P study guide. They're linked in my TikTok bio. And then if you'd like to get the questions as well, you get the blank test and the answer key after every single live. You just join our community here on TikTok. I just put up a little notification for it. But number 10, the answer is B. It is the lungs. It is the lungs. The alveoli are the tiny air sacs in the lungs. This is where gas exchange occurs, which is where oxygen and carbon dioxide get exchanged. Number 11, homeostasis refers to what? A, B, C, or D for this one. What does this refer to as? A, B, C, or D? Just comment your answer choice down in the comments of whatever you think the answer choice is. Let me know what you guys think. A, B, C, or D. A, B, C, or D for this one. What do you all think? Number 11. It is D. It is maintaining an internal stability. Maintaining internal stability. Basically, the internal conditions, that could be temperature, that could be pH, levels in the blood, and whatnot. Number 12, a negative feedback in physiology typically means what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D for this one. For number 12, the answer is A. It is going to reverse a change to maintain balance. So negative you have your negative feedback and your positive. Negative acts in the opposite direction. Positive acts in the same direction. Number 13, which plane divides the body into left and right halves? A, B, C, or D for number 13. Number 13. What do we think that one is? What do we think that one is? Number 13, left and right halves is sagittal. The way that I remember this one, so if you are riding a horse, let me draw my really lovely horse. When you're sitting on a horse, in a way, it's sagittal kind of sounds like saddle. When you saddle up on a horse, in a way, your body is kind of split in left and right halves when you're riding the horse. Transverse is top and bottom. The way that I always kind of think of it is transverse in a way kind of sounds like multiverse. So it's kind of like I always think of like one guy on one side and then the other guy on the other side. So he's on the top, he's on the bottom, kind of like the multiverse. Coronal and frontal are the same. Frontal means in front, so it would divide the body between the front and back. Coronal is the same thing as frontal, right? But the way that I always think about coronal kind of sounds like your like crown. So when you crown somebody, you are normally facing them when you set the crown on them. Number 14, the heart is located in which abdominal cavity? I'm sorry, which body cavity? I'm sorry. I was just looking at answer choice A. Which body cavity? A, B, C, or D for this one? We're almost at 3,000 likes on the live already today. Thank you guys so much for all the support today. You guys are awesome. The answer for this one is going to be D. It's going to be thoracic. Thoracic is in our chest, our heart, as well as our lungs are located here. Abdominal will be your digestive organs, cranial will be the brain, and the pelvic will contain your reproductive and your urinary organs. Number 15, which of the following terms means toward the head? A, B, C, or D for this one? A, B, C, or D? What do you all think for number 15? Number 15. Also, as we move on to the next page here, while you guys are answering number 15, all my A&P notes and the HESI and TEAS A&P study guide is available for download. It's linked in my TikTok bio, and then if you would like to get these questions, all you have to do is join the community here on TikTok. I'll put up the little notification for it if you are interested in getting the blank questions and the answer key at the end. Number 15, the answer is A. It is superior. Superior means toward the head or above. Inferior would mean toward the feet or lower. Lateral means away from the midline, and distal would mean farther from the point of attachment. The opposite of lateral would be medial, and the opposite of distal would be proximal. And then superior and inferior are the opposites of each other. Moving on to the next page now. You can also rewatch these on YouTube as well. That is linked in my TikTok bio. Number 16. What type of tissue lines the surfaces of organs and structures? A, B, C, or D for this one? What do you guys think? Feel free to comment your... M said, I was taught to remember it as sagittal split the T's. That's also a good way of thinking it. Yeah, that's definitely a good way of thinking it as well. Michelle said, I take my test on Thursday. Good luck, Michelle. You got this. You're going to do absolutely fantastic. If we could get a good luck in the chat as well, that would be awesome. There's over 600 of you in here now. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're on number 16 now. The answer is epithelial tissue, C. Epithelial is going to form protective layers on organs and body surfaces. Muscle will be responsible, so it would be responsible for movement. Then we have connective tissue, which is going to support and connect tissues. Nervous is going to be for conducting nerve impulses. Number 17, which connective tissue is going to connect bone to bone? And then I'll give you guys a good way to remember this in just a second as well. And for those of you who just joined, welcome. My name is Ollie. I go live multiple times a week covering anatomy and physiology. Some other topics as well that you guys do request here on TikTok as well. Also, I have my master's degree in molecular medicine. I've also been tutoring anatomy and physiology for 5 years now, and I go live multiple times a week. Again, my goal here is just to make anatomy and physiology, and as well as some of the other science topics, just to be as easy as possible for you. I don't want you to just pass your exams. I want you to absolutely crush them and ace them. Number 17, the answer is ligament. An actual viewer from the audience actually recommended this one, but I think it's a perfect way to remember. It's a BBL. Bone to bone is ligament, so bone to bone is connected by a ligament. Tendon is muscle to bone. Number 18, the matrix of bones contains what? A, B, C, or D for this one? A, B, C, or D for number 18. What do you guys think for number 18? Thank you guys so much for the subs. Thank you. Please send me a message so you guys can get the questions. If you send me a DM on TikTok here, and if not, send me an email. I will get you the questions after the live stream. Let me see if I can put this up here. Yes, if you just subbed, please message me. Also, if you're interested or have any questions about the questions or any of my study materials for A&P, or a topic request for the live stream, you can also message me here as well. But number 18, the answer is C. It is calcium salts. The matrix of bone contains calcium salts. Bone matrix is minimalized with calcium. So basically, we have our calcium phosphate, and we have calcium bicarbonate salts. This is what's going to give our bones more strength. Number 19, the primary role of red blood cells is to what? A, B, C, or D for this one? What do you all think? My email is in my TikTok bio. I'll put it up here as well real quick. It's medzeg.ollie@gmail.com. And if you did sub, please, if you're going to email me instead of DM, please make sure to include your username as well. Include your username that you subbed with. Would have been great 2 years ago. I know, right? I wish I had started doing this. Number 19, the primary role of red blood cells is to transport oxygen. Red blood cells have hemoglobin, and oxygen will bind to hemoglobin. Number 20, which organ stores bile? Which organ is going to store bile? A, B, C, or D for number 20? You guys are already answering that one. Perfect. It's going to be the gallbladder. It is made by the liver. It is stored and released by the gallbladder. All right, moving on to the next page. Number 21, the prefix Brady means what? A, B, C, or D? The prefix Brady means what? And I'll actually also give you a good way to... the way that I always kind of remembered which one this was. A, B, C, or D for this one. Yeah, if you want the blank PDF and the answer key at the end. Otherwise, it'll be available on YouTube to rewatch. Yeah, someone put it in there. I saw it in there. I saw it. Number 21, the answer is C. It's slow. So the way that I was going to remember it is Tom Brady, as good as he is, he's definitely the GOAT, but he was slow. He's not very fast, right? So it means slow. Tom Brady was slow. Fast is tacky. Short, typically, not here. Macro would be in large. Number 22, what does the suffix itis mean? A, B, C, or D for number 22? Also, as we move on here, I do have all my A&P notes and the HESI and TEAS A&P study guide available on my website for you to download. That is linked in my TikTok bio. You can also rewatch these lives. It's linked in my TikTok bio. So for short, so Brady means slow. For short, Breaky means short. Number 22, the answer is A. It is inflammation. Inflammation. Itis means inflammation. You could have like appendicitis, hepatitis, etc. Number 23, the prefix poly means what in medical terminology? A, B, C, or D for this one? A, B, C, or D? Number 23. The answer is many. The answer is many here. What does the prefix poly mean in medical terminology? It means many. You could have like polyuria, which would have excessive urination. After would be post. One is uni. Before is pre. Number 24. What medical term means surgical removal of the gallbladder? A, B, C, or D for this one? A, B, C, or D? We're at 7,000 likes. That is absolutely awesome. Where is the link? The link to my website is in my TikTok bio. If you would like these questions, you hit this button, and then once you join, send me a message. You have to send me a message or send me an email. My email is in my TikTok bio. Once you've joined the sub-community, you will get the blank answer. You will get the blank test and the answer key at the end. Number 24, the answer is D. It's cholecystectomy. So we have chol, which is bile, cyst is bladder, ectomy is removal. Number 25. Hyperoxemia refers to what? A, B, C, or D? Thank you for the gift as well. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for all your support today on the live. Thank you. We're at 8,000 likes. Any support, any like on the live, any comment, anything just means the absolute world to me. So thank you all so much. The answer to number 25 is A. It is high oxygen in the blood. Whenever you see the medical term or prefix hyper, you can always think of high. Ox will refer to oxygen. Emia will refer to the blood or a blood condition. So it would be a condition in which there is high oxygen. Low blood sugar is hypoglycemia. I'll write them in here. Hypoglycemia. Low blood pressure would be hypotension. Hypertension would be high blood pressure. High sodium level is hypernatremia. Moving on to number 26 on the next page here. Which organelle is primarily responsible for generating ATP through aerobic respiration? We're going to move on to some of the cell biology questions and just some general biology questions as well for HESI and TEAS style, or some potentially like undergraduate level general biology courses as well. But number 26, which organelle is primarily responsible for generating ATP through aerobic respiration? Also, just real quick, just a reminder, you can get my A&P notes and the HESI and TEAS study guide linked in my TikTok bio. And then if you are interested in the questions, you just join the community here on TikTok. But number 26, the answer is the mitochondria, the so-called powerhouse of the cell. Powerhouse meaning that it is going to produce ATP. ATP is adenosine triphosphate. It is the main source of energy for our body. Number 27, which part of the cell contains genetic material? And I know we're not necessarily going to go over some of the answer choices in here because I do have questions that pertain to the rest. But number 27, which part of the cell contains genetic material? A, B, C, or D for this one? Is this Caleb here? I have no idea who that is, but no, my name is Ollie. This is Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream. Yep, we're gonna explain the answer here to number 27 here in just a moment. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the gift, Jan. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate any support on today's live. We're at 10,000 likes on the live. There's over 700 of you in here now. We're on number 27. Let's answer this question. The answer is A. It is the nucleus. The nucleus is the organelle. Think of it is the control center, right? It holds the DNA, and when you can think of DNA, think of it as a recipe, right? It is the instructions for how to do certain processes. In this case, it's going to be the genetic instructions, which is considered our genetic material. The cytoplasm, that's like kind of our gel-like substance in a way where organelles reside, but it does not contain DNA. Ribosomes, again, we'll cover a lot of this stuff here, and the vacuole we'll also cover. But vacuole, this is going to be in plant cells, and they are going to store substances in plant cells. Number 28, which organelle packages and ships proteins? It's like our Amazon. But if you are just joining us, welcome. There's over 700 of you in here now. Thank you so much for being here. It's nice to meet you all. I'm Ollie. I go live multiple times a week covering anatomy and physiology. This is Ollie's Anatomy and Physiology Practice Review live stream. We do some other topics as well. We do biochem, like right now we're going into some biology, we have some chemistry here as well, but we're mostly here for anatomy and physiology. We do some pharmacology as well. You can message me and let me know or send me an email on some topics you'd like to see on the live streams. But number 28, the answer is C. It is the Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus is going to take proteins, it's going to modify them, sort them, and then ship them out to where they're needed. Ribosomes are going to make those proteins. They don't package them necessarily. The mitochondria is going to produce energy, and the smooth ER is going to synthesize lipids. Number 29, actually, I kind of just gave that answer away, but I'll let you guys go ahead and answer that. I'll give you guys just a minute or so. Number 29, what is the function of ribosomes, A, B, C, or D? So hopefully you were just paying attention to me, what I just said. I just kind of gave away the answer. I'll give a couple seconds if you want to put your answer in real quick. Let's go over A and P2 as well. Not today, but we will be going over it tomorrow. I'll be live again tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is tomorrow's Saturday. The answer here is going to be B, protein synthesis. Number 30, which cellular process involves engulfing external substances by the cell membrane to form a vesicle? Thank you, Mommy and Me TV, for the gift. Thank you guys so much for all your support today. We're at 13,000 likes on the live already, guys. That is absolutely fantastic. You guys are absolutely crushing it. Do I go live every day at 2 p.m.? Most of the time, it's at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next week, actually, Monday through Thursday will be. So Monday through Thursday will be every day at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They will be 2-hour live streams because I'm going to be on the first 2 weeks of August. I want to make sure that you guys have plenty of content, so I'm going to double up for the next 2 weeks. They're going to be 2-hour live streams. Instead of like 50 or 60 questions, they're going to be 120 questions. Number 30 is endocytosis. Endocytosis is the process in where a cell membrane will engulf a substance to form a vesicle inside of the cell. Osmosis is water movement. Active transport is going to move substances using energy, and diffusion is a passive movement of molecules that occurs without vesicles. We're going to move on to the next page of questions here. Number 31, which phase of mitosis involves chromosome alignment at the equator or in the middle? And as we do move on as well, all of my A&P notes and my HESI and TEAS A&P study guide are available on my website. It's linked in my TikTok bio. And then if you would like to get these questions, you get the questions after every live stream. It'd be the blank questions and the answer key. They're going to be available here. Once you join, send me a DM. Let me know what your email is, and then you will get the questions after every single live stream. Number 31, the answer is C. It is metaphase. Metaphase. In metaphase, chromosomes line up at the cell's center, preparing it for separation. A great way to always think of this is M is in middle. So chromosomes are going to line up in the middle in metaphase. Prophase is where they condense. Telophase is where the nuclei is going to reform. Anaphase is where they separate. Number 32, what is the result of mitosis? What is the result of mitosis? A, B, C, or D for this one? What do you all think? Have I taught the lymphatic system yet? Yes, I have. I do have some specified lymphatic system ones on my YouTube already, but typically in A&P 2 days, I go over the lymphatic system. So there will be some lymphatic system content covered tomorrow. Pretty much all of tomorrow's live stream will be A&P 2 centered. But typically, also the way that I do this, so Monday is normally A&P 1, Tuesday is A&P 2, and then the rest of the week is by request, which is the majority. So whatever I get DMs, I take the majority of those DMs, and those are what the questions become. But number 32, the answer is A. It is 2 identical daughter cells. So in mitosis, we are going to have a cell. It is going to split into 2 identical ones. 4 different cells would be meiosis. 2 cells with half of the DNA. That would happen in meiosis. Again, that's not the end result. And then cell death is unrelated there. Number 33, DNA is transcribed into what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D. Again, we're kind of covering material for the HESI and TEAS today. The science, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, science is hard. That's why I like to do the live streams for just the science sections in general. I definitely want to make them just not only pass, but I want to make sure you guys are absolutely acing this material and make it finally easy to understand and really put together these concepts for you all. But number 33, the answer is B. It is mRNA. DNA is transcribed into mRNA. So it gets copied into messenger RNA and then carries the code to ribosomes via tRNA. So tRNA, which is here, is going to carry it brings amino acids to the ribosome, but it does not direct that transcription product. Number 34, which macromolecule is the main source of energy? Which macromolecule? The big 4. How do you get these questions? You join our community here on TikTok. Once you join the community, send me a message or an email with your... If you're going to send me an email, you have to send me your username. It's right here. I just put a little pin here. You just join. Once you join, send me a message. And then you will get the questions after every live. It'll be the blank test and then the answer key at the end. And I go live at least 4 times a week. So it's about 4 a week, so 16 a month. Number 34, the answer is B. It is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the body's main primary energy source. They get quickly metabolized into our glucose. Proteins are mainly for structure. Lipids are for energy storage, but they have they're very slower release. Nucleic acids are going to store genetic information. Number 35, enzymes are a type of what? A, B, C, or D? What are enzymes a type of? What macromolecule are they a type of? A, B, C, or D for this one? What do you guys think? Thank you guys so much for the follows as well. Awesome, awesome. We're almost at 18,000 likes, almost at 20,000 likes on the live stream today already, guys. You guys are absolutely fantastic. You're going into LPN. Definitely focus on your anatomy very early on. That's definitely going to be essential. But I'll answer that kind of question near the end of the live stream. Right now we're focused on the questions. But I'll definitely answer questions at the end. Number 35. The answer is D. It is a protein, is a type of protein. They're going to catalyze biochemical reactions. They essentially speed up reactions by lowering. So we're going to increase the reaction speed through lowering the activation energy. All right. Moving on to the next page here, number 36. Which process is going to produce the most ATP of the following here? A, B, C, or D for this one? So an example of a carbohydrate, that would be, so you have your glucose, fructose, galactose. Anything basically with ose in it is going to be a great example of carbohydrates. There's also glycogen as well, which is the stored form. So your polysaccharides, your monosaccharides, and whatnot. Number 36. The answer is C. It is aerobic respiration. Let's talk about why. So aerobic respiration yields about 36 to 38 ATP per glucose, which is more than any of these other processes. Fermentation produces very little. Be about 2. Glycolysis is part of the respiration, but it only produces 2 ATP. Photosynthesis is actually going to produce glucose, not ATP directly. Number 37, which organelle is found only in plant cells? A, B, C, or D for this one? Only in plant cells. But if you are going into LPN or any sort of thing and you're kind of curious on how to study for things, I do post all the time on my TikTok and YouTube about tips about how to study for these topics as well. Thank you guys for 20,000 likes on the live. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Number 37, the answer is B. It is a chloroplast. They're going to perform photosynthesis and unique to plants and some protists. The other ones are found in both plant and animal cells. Number 38, DNA replication occurs during what? A, B, C, or D? DNA replication occurs during which phase? A, B, C, or D? Thank you, Simply Fallon, for the goats. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you, Simply Fallon, for all the gifts. Thank you for the roses as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate all you guys so much. Day said, hey, Ellie, hey, how you doing, Day? Hope you're doing well. Thank you guys so much for being here on a Friday. Number 38, the answer is D. It is interphase. DNA replicates during the S phase of interphase before mitosis. Prophase, anaphase, metaphase. There's no DNA replication occurring here. This is part of mitosis. Right. Number 39, which base pairs with adenine in DNA? So we have our A, T, C, and G, and then U, uracil. What base pairs with adenine in DNA? In DNA for this one, A, B, C, or D? The answer here is going to be B. It is thymine. So adenine pairs with thymine via 2 hydrogen bonds in DNA. In RNA, uracil replaces thymine. So in DNA, it's thymine. RNA, it's uracil. And then cytosine and guanine are going to pair with each other. So G and C, T, A, A. So these are the pairs. Number 40, heterozygous genotype means what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D for number 40. Also, just a quick reminder, all my A&P notes and the HESI and TEAS A&P study guide, those are linked in my TikTok bio on my website. And then if you would like to get the practice questions, all you have to do is join the community here on TikTok. I try to go live every day, but I do go live at least 4 times a week. Once you join this, send me a message. You will get the blank test and the answer key after every single live. Number 40, the answer is A. It is 2 different alleles. 2 different. Hetero means having 2 different alleles for a gene. Homo would be 2 similar. Moving on to number 41, which of the following best represents a phenotype in genetics? Which of the following best represents a phenotype in genetics for this one? A, B, C, or D? Number 41, which of the following best represents a phenotype in genetics? A, B, C, or D? Perfect. It is blue eyes. Fantastic. I have blue eyes as well. But a phenotype is an observable trait. You can see it, like eye color, hair color, height, things like that. Genotype is what you can't see, right? So you can't see a pair of alleles. You can't see the genetic makeup of an organism. You can't see the combination of a dominant and recessive gene just from your naked eye, right? Obviously, there are very difficult and intricate techniques to see those type of things. But from a physical, observable sense, it's physical traits like blue eyes. Number 42, what is the function of mRNA? A, B, C, or D? What is the function of mRNA? A, B, C, or D? We have 50 questions here today. 50 questions today. We're at 24,000, almost at 25,000 likes on the live today, guys. You guys are absolutely crushing. I appreciate you all so much. Number 42, the answer is D. It is going to carry the genetic code to ribosomes. mRNA will carry the DNA code from the nucleus to the ribosomes for protein synthesis. Number 43, which biomolecule serves as the primary structural component of the cell membrane? I'm learning this in biology. That's awesome. Fantastic. We just hit 25,000. Let's go, guys. You guys are crushing it. I appreciate you guys' support on the lives today, guys. That's awesome. You guys are so awesome. I love you guys. These are always so much. These are my favorite part of my day. Number 43, the answer is D. It's phospholipids. Remember, we have our phospholipid bilayer. Bilayer meaning 2 layers. So in this, real quick here, we'll kind of go over it. Just really quickly. So we have hydrophilic heads, water loving. Hydrophobic tails, water disliking, water fearing in a way. Number 44, which subatomic particle has a negative charge? A, B, C, or D for this one? Love you too, Ollie. Thank you so much, Mocha Magic. Thank you. Silly, thank you for helping for my bio exam this coming week. That's awesome. Good luck on your bio exam this week. If we could also get good lucks in the chat as well. When's your bio exam? I can definitely, again, if you also want to send me a message, let me put this up here real quick as well. You can send me a direct message for topic requests as well. If there's anything that you want me to cover, please send me a DM. Again, I do take the majority, but if there's anything that you'd like me to include, I'd be happy to include it. Number 44, the answer is C. It's an electron. Remember that we have protons are positive, neutrons are neutral. I should put that for neutral. Let's just put this for neutral. And then electron is negative. An ion can be any sort of like charged atom or molecule. Number 45, what is the pH of a neutral solution? A, B, C, or D for this one? What is the pH of a neutral solution? My comments are kind of glitching out, so if I miss anything, I'm so sorry. Link for respiratory system part. That's available on my... I do have some respiratory system questions. They're on my YouTube. I do have a respiratory specific video. But they're also... Anytime you see like an AMP2, respiratory systems are going to be in that one for sure. Exam coming up on Monday too. This is great. Perfect. That's so awesome. I'm so glad that is helpful. Again, I'll be live again tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But 45, the pH of a neutral solution is 7. So remember here, when we're talking about pH, our pH scale, we're going to go from 0 to 14, with 0 being strongly acidic, and then 14 being strongly basic. So right in the middle there was 7 is in the middle. It's neutral, which would be like pure water. Number 46, so we're going to move on to the next page. Number 46, which bond involves the sharing of electrons? The sharing of electrons. I'll give you guys a good way to remember this one as well. Also, I do have my AMP notes and the HESI and TEAS AMP study guide linked in my TikTok bio, and the practice questions are available to the TikTok sub-community. It's the blank test and the answer key at the end. I'll pin it up here in just a moment. But number 46, the answer is A. It is a covalent bond. So when you're thinking of sharing, you're thinking of cooperating. Covalent, cooperate, has a co in it. Ionic bonds is the transferring of electrons, taking electrons. I think of I is the same thing as me. Give me your electrons. Hydrogen bonds are weak attractions. Metallic bond are in metals. Number 47, water, or H2O, is an example of what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D for this one? A, B, C, or D? What do you all think for this? And again, if you'd like to get the questions, you just join the sub-community here you just join our sub-community here on TikTok. Once you join, send me a message. Send me an email. My email's in my bio. If you're going to send me an email, though, you got to send me your username. And then you'll get the questions after every live. I go live. I try to go live every day. I go live at least 4 times a week. So 4 a week, 16 a month. Again, I will be gone the first 2 weeks of August. So what I'm going to do to make up for that is for the next 2 weeks, starting on Monday, July 21st, I'm going to be doubling the questions for 2 weeks. So instead of about 50 or 60 questions, we're going to do 120 questions. So it'll be about 2-hour live streams. Monday through Thursday for the next 2 weeks. And they're all going to be at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Number 47, the answer is going to be D here, though. It's going to be a compound. So water is a compound of hydrogen and oxygen chemically combined. Element is a single type of atom, like for example, in water, singularly it would be oxygen or hydrogen. A mixture would be a physical blend, not a chemical blend in a way, or a chemical bond. An isotope is going to refer to an atomic variant. Number 48, what is the atomic number of an element referring to? A, B, C, or D for this one. A, B, C, or D. Your TEAS is on the 29th with the 2-hour live show. That's perfect. You'll get Monday and Tuesday are going to be AMP1 and then AMP2 respectively. So we'll get you some practice for that TEAS coming up. So good luck, Day-Day. You got this. You're going to crush it. Number 48, the answer is B. It is the number of protons. The number of protons. Atomic number is going to define the element by its proton count. Neutrons will vary, which would be an isotope. Electron number can vary in ions, and the atomic mass will include the protons plus the neutrons. Number 49, which element is essential to organic molecules? This is why we have organic chemistry. B for bruh. Exactly, yes, B for bruh. Thank you. Yeah, no problem, Day-Day. It's so well here. Well, these exams are definitely going to help bring the concepts together to kind of see where you might be struggling the most. I recommend a good biology book for advanced studies. Are these questions coming from the HESI and TEAS? No, they do not come from the HESI and TEAS. They are. We're going over concepts that are on the HESI and TEAS. I don't just give away questions that are on that. First of all, I'm not allowed to do that. B, that would be cheating. Just not going to do that. I don't feel like that's not my. Not what I believe in. I believe in teaching concepts and making people understand the concept as opposed to the questions. Thank you, Royce, for the finger heart. I appreciate you. Number 49. Which element is essential to organic molecules? The answer is carbon. Carbon, again, is the backbone of all organic molecules. It's what gives us organic chemistry, which is... I still have PTSD from to this day. It was a brutal class. Number 50, last question. A solution with a pH of 13 is what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Thank you, Petty Beaches, for all the gifts. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for the what's up, the 33 what's up. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You are awesome. Also, if you want a recommendation on a biology textbook, I can't remember the name. It's been a while. I don't have it with me, but I'm actually going to visit my family on Sunday, and my old bio textbook is there. I will, if you send me a message, I will send that to you on Sunday. Alrighty, number 50, the answer is D. It is strongly basic. Again, we have our pH scale of 0 to 14. 14 is basic, with most basic. 0 would be the most acidic. So the closer it is to 14, the stronger it is of a base. It's going to be the closer it is to 0, the stronger an acid. Remember that 7 was neutral. Alrighty, everybody, that was it for the live stream today. Those are all the questions I had planned for today. Thank you guys so much for the support. I will be live again tomorrow. Let me copy this real quick. And then I will talk here. So just give me 1 sec. I'm going to get set up here, and I'm going to say hello. So the next 2 weeks are big weeks for us. So again, I'll be live again tomorrow, Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Starting on Monday, July 22nd, Monday through Thursday, I'm going to be live every day for the next 2 weeks at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're going to be double the questions because I'm going to be gone for the first 2 weeks of August. I won't be here, so I won't be going live. And I also give the sub community the questions, and I want to just make sure that you guys have plenty of practice. What time is it? So Eastern Standard Time. Again, it'll be linked on my profile. It'll say live event scheduled for, and then it'll say the time in your time zone. But real quick here, I'm going to say hello to everybody. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to flip my camera around here as soon as I can. I have to have a little awkward transition period. I'm so sorry. But just a quick reminder. Real quick, you can get all my A&P notes for the HESI and TEAS and the HESI and TEAS study guide on my website. It's linked in my TikTok bio. The YouTube is also linked there. That's where you can rewatch the replays of the live streams as well. But just give me 1 sec. I am going to say hello to everybody. Just give me 1 second. Just going to flip this camera around and say hello to everybody. Oops, 1 sec. Sorry for the awkward transition, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello. I am Ollie. Hi, it's nice to meet you all. I'm Ollie. There we go. Thank you so much for being here today, everybody. I'm Ollie. I am the face of the guy. This is the face of the guy that's been yapping to you about anatomy and physiology, some bio and chemistry for the last hour or so. Hi, everybody. Hello. Hi, it's nice to meet you guys. Hi, Mr. Blue Eyes. Yes, that's why I put the blue eyes in the phenotype question. I was a little biased on that one. But anyway, if I'm looking over here, I have my laptop open with all your comments. So that's why that's open. My hair is so messed up today. But welcome, everybody. Hello, it's nice to meet you all. I'm Ollie. It's nice to meet you. I go live. These questions help me in LPM pharmacology. These ones today, not necessarily. But I will be doing pharmacology this week as well. Let me think about what days. Probably a little bit every day. So there'll be HESI and TEAS. How fast can I send you the questions and answers? So I gotta get everyone's email. I gotta get everyone from the email list and everything. So it might be. Do I do Ninja Nerd? I love Ninja Nerd. Yes, I do. He definitely got me through college for sure. But if you want the questions, you can get them right here. You join our subcommunity here on TikTok. Once you join, send me a DM or an email. If you're going to send me an email, you got to send me your username. You will get the blank questions and the answer key after every live. I go live at least 4 times a week. I try to go live more than that, though. So it's about 4 tests a week, 16 a month. And again, I'm going to be gone for the first 2 weeks of August. So to make up for that, what I'm going to do... Also, I think it's going to say... Yeah, give me 1 sec. And once it thinks I'm going to end my live. 1 sec. So to combat that, for the next 2 weeks, starting Monday, I'm going to double up on the lives. There's going to be double the questions, so 120. The time is going to be for about 2 hours. Normally they're about an hour, but these will be about 2 hours. So double the content for the next 2 weeks and whatnot to make sure that you guys are getting your subs worth of questions and everything like that. I want to make sure that that's a thing and everything. So thank you for my struggling kinesiology major. That was one of my undergraduate degrees. I double majored in kinesiology, and then I did biomed as well, and then my master's degree was in molecular medicine. And then I'm also going to look, was this for specific tests? These are mostly for the HESI and TEAS most of the time, but just general A&P as well. This is also great. I know somebody has mentioned some of their biomedical tests. DAT, MCAT, these are all helpful for and everything. I'm going to also answer your questions. I teach chemistry as well. Yeah, we did some beginner chemistry as well. Something like this on meiosis. Yeah, we'll include some meiosis questions too. I want to purchase perfect. Will this live be about A&P only? Not always. They do include some pharmacology, some medical terminology, a little bit of biochemistry, biology and chemistry as well. Any other quick questions here before I do get going? Do I recommend A&P mini terms? What the A&P mini terms? What would be the AP mini terms, I suppose? My 3-year-old niece calls you Ollie Ollie. Her name is Olivia. That's awesome. I fall asleep with my iPad on. That's awesome. No, thank you. To biochemistry. Yep, we can do some biochemistry as well. Biochemistry was super fun. Thank you for teaching us. Yes, of course, Michelle. Thank you for being here. Yep, we do some chemistry as well. Do we do molecular bio? Yes, occasionally, yeah. We mainly do A&P here, but again, we sprinkle in some other topics as well. That's awesome. The other name is Olivia. That's so funny, Kiva. I always loved the name Olivia just because my name is Oliver and whatnot. It was always like kind of the opposite name. Thank you for the sub. Raquel, please send me a DM or send me an email. Send me an email with your username as well. Or just make sure that your username is in that email. Thank you guys so much for all the subs today. You're cool. You guys are cool. Seriously, I love you guys. I love doing these live streams. It's nice to meet you all. I'm Ollie again. A&P 1 mini terms are 8 weeks. Personally, 8 weeks are fine. I definitely think A&P should be done in the longer course. I've done both. So in undergrad, I did 16 weeks. A&P 1 and A&P 2. And then when I was in graduate school, I had medical anatomy, I had medical physiology, and I had 1 and 2 for both. Thank you for this. I think pharmacology will help in my QM exit. Yes, we'll be doing a lot of pharmacology next week for sure. We have a lot of questions to get through next week. We're doubling up all for the next 2 weeks, so a lot of A&P, a lot of pharmacology and biology and all the topics. Thank you for your help. Thank you, Alicia. Do I recommend them for the other 8-week courses? They're doable. They're realistically doable. I think they are the shortest periods of time that you can do an anatomy and physiology class and really get the most out of it. There are... I can't find recent live streams on YouTube. I've been having trouble downloading the recent ones. I think I've got up to the June 27th, but I got it fixed, so I'm slowly re-uploading those as well. I'm from the US. The 4 and 5 week courses, I don't recommend, though, unless you have to do them. I just think they're too fast. I don't think you can do... I'm not saying you can't do well on them. I'm just saying that the likelihood of you learning the information well enough and then being able to apply it later on is sometimes a hit or miss. But, it's doable. It's whatever works best for you is what I say. I personally think that 16 weeks is plenty of time. That is, I have a question. Yeah, what's your question? Yes, happy to answer your question. Also, I have my laptop here, so sometimes I I look this way just to make sure I don't miss anything. But please feel free to, hopefully that, Petty Peaches, hopefully that answers your question about the 8 weeks mini terms. Do I think A&P is harder if taken online? I do in a sense. I think labs are very helpful when it comes to anatomy and physiology, especially if a good lab too. If you have a lot of models, we had cadavers and things like that. I think they were very helpful. Being online in a sense, I think that you do miss out on having the camaraderie of having students with you. I think I had a great study partner. Shout out, his name is Peter. Shout out Peter. Him and I were always studying for anatomy and physiology together, and really our partnership through that class, being able to work with each other and teaching each other and whatnot, really helped a lot. So that's where I think you missed out on online. I do think online is going to be fine. I think online, if you have to be online because of work or some sort of obligation, that is totally fine, right? Like, you have to do that. I always say, like, whatever works best for you is what you got to do first. But if you don't really have any limitations, I definitely think an in-person is better. How to memorize the nitrogen spaces. I think, honestly, when it comes to memorizing that, I really think practice is the best. Doing practice questions for that is the best way. The more that you practice, the less that you are less likely to get them wrong. I think really a lot of students missed out on the importance of consistency and repetition. And my light just went out. I'm so sorry about that. My outlet is super funky here. So I'm going to end the live stream soon. But repetition and consistency. If you are constantly repeating things and you are doing it consistently, you are going to learn it. I think a lot of students really just kind of neglect those aspects of learning. They're just like learning is a skill, right? Like you don't. If you look at all the professionals of athletes and whatnot, they don't get there just by practicing it one and done, and it was like, oh, this is this magical thing and memorizing it. There's some good ways to memorize things, but also consistency and repetition are key. I am going to get going, though. Any other quick questions here? Again, I just want to remind you guys that if you want to get the questions, you just join our community here on TikTok. That's right here. All of my A&P notes and my HESI and TEAS study guide is on my website. That is linked in my TikTok bio. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend as well. I've been practicing. I always get them confused. Dana, send me a DM and let me see if I can maybe give you a little bit of a better answer for those as well. Thank you, Bengals girl. It's good to see you again. It's good to see the subs again as well. I hope you all are doing well. I will be emailing you guys the questions shortly once I collect all the new people. Thank you guys so much if you joined. Heavy in the Chevy, I just saw you. Okay, so Heavy, while I took a look here, I saw that I didn't see, for whatever the reason, yours failed to send. I have your email. I'm going to be sending the one from yesterday and today to you, so I apologize about that. I did not see the failed to send, and it was like yours and like 2 other people, so I need to reach out to them as well. So thank you for letting me know that I did not see those. So I apologize, but I'll be sending you the test from yesterday, and then today immediately right afterwards. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys. Seriously, we ended with 45,000 likes. That is insane. Hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. And then again we'll be going up. Bumping it up for the next 2 weeks here before I'm going on vacation to make sure that you guys have plenty of content while I'm gone. And whatnot, especially for the subs. Again, double up on the questions, so you guys have double the question. You guys are getting your questions worth and everything. I missed the whole session. Oh, I'm sorry, Lindy. That's I'll be live again tomorrow at 2. And then I've been slowly getting these live streams up on YouTube again. There was an issue downloading them because I have to download them from TikTok to my phone, and then I have to put them on because this doesn't really upload well from my phone. So then I have to get them on my computer. I have to upload them to my computer. And then from my computer, I have to upload them to YouTube, and it's just, if there's any kink in the process here, it just all just goes. It's very frustrating. I wish there was a way to set it up automatically that it automatically uploads, but unfortunately no. Yep, we'll be doing a replay. I've been slowly getting them up and whatnot. Yeah, where did I go to school? I went to William & Mary. Go Tribe. Any other questions? I'm not sure. I know William & Mary is it's a very good school. Very hard. One of the hardest schools, actually. But not many people have heard of it, surprisingly. Have you guys heard of William and Mary before or know William and Mary? Thank you so much for the follows as well. Thank you guys for sharing as well. We'll be live again tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I haven't, yes. We do anatomy and physiology, chemistry, and biology. So I'm focused on the science topics. Oh, that's cool that you went to. Okay. That's okay. Yeah, I would definitely look into it. William and Mary is an awesome school. I am very proud to be an alumni there. Great, you need that. Perfect. Alrighty, I'm going to get going, guys. You guys have a great rest of your Friday. Enjoy your Friday. I will have again tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then pretty much all next week, 2 hours. We'll be live a bunch the next 2 weeks and whatnot before I leave for the first 2 weeks of August and whatnot. So I'll be pumping it out. I can't wait to see you guys. See you guys hopefully tomorrow or in a future live. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Love you guys.